Today I wanted to go over what I'm considering an emergency bag or potentially a get home bag. I think that lines up closest to what this is for me. It's not a bug out bag or anything like that. It's not at that level. My intent behind this bag is to keep it in my car at all times. It needed to be fairly lightweight, something less than 20 pounds that could be easily put on my back, and I could easily traverse long distances and you know, either set myself up in my car potentially if there's an emergency and I just need to wait for somebody to get there to help me, or I need to get out of my car and I need to get home. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as I possibly can. I know there's probably a 15-minute limit for YouTube, so here goes. First things first is this is the bag that I keep everything in. I store everything inside of this. Basically, it's a flight bag. Everything goes in there. I have a set of boots that I've been using for quite some time, and a pair of like blister resistant socks inside just in case. So I'll be able to switch out any dress shoes or inappropriate shoes for something that's a little bit more sturdy. I have a Polypro jacket. It's black, fairly warm, not heavy weight but medium weight. I have a shirt that's quick dry shirt, and I've got a pair of cargo pants. These items here, all of these items here stay outside of my actual bag. The intent is to either grab the big bag and take off and get changed somewhere else, or get changed and then take the remaining items from the bag. I have a hat for sun protection. I've got a pair of sunglasses in a case also. This is just basically a hat, just a little bit warmer hat made out of wool. I have a rain poncho that's a good mil thickness. It's not one of the cheap ones. I have a pair of mechanic gloves, just something to either keep my hands a little bit warmer or something to protect my hands. I have a Snug Pack jungle blanket. This is just a basic blanket. It's not all that warm, but it is something that will help in case of emergency. This is a Mylar sleeping bag. It's about 36 inches wide and 86 inches or 90 inches long. I can't remember, but essentially I'd be able to get inside of that bag with this and some of the other clothing to try to keep warm. This is a sheet of Polycro. This is what people use a lot of times to help seal off their windows. You heat it up and it kind of keeps the draft out. This is actually a very resilient material, very lightweight. I would use it as a ground cloth potentially, or even a cover if necessary. I have 2 liters of water. I also have, these are heavy duty contractor grade garbage bags, that the intent for those would be to use stuff it with leaves or debris and be able to either lay on top of that if necessary or inside to try to stay warm, so it insulates myself off the ground. And there's a lot of uses for these, but that's just one that I would potentially use. I have a Mora knife, which for me, I think having a knife, this is a base level knife. It's not very expensive, but it is perfectly capable and suitable for the purposes here. This is my fire kit. This is dead fire, so this actually takes a spark really well. You can slide this back and only expose a certain amount of the material inside, which burns quite a long time to help you. If you have moist or wet material, this may help dry that out. It gets the fire going, it gets a source of heat, and may potentially help dry some things out while you're trying to get that done. Inside of this aluminum pouch are Vaseline soaked cotton balls. I actually heat up the Vaseline and soak the cotton balls inside of it, so these last quite some time. Book of matches, rod, and I've got a Bic lighter. It's clear, so it's white, so I can see the contents inside for the fluid. And then I have also a lens to help in case there's a sunny day and everything else is not working well. I have a signaling device and a whistle. I have just a little flashlight here. This is all attached, and a compass, very basic compass. But these are all attached by hook onto the backpack so that I can easily grab these items first, get the flashlight going, whistle if necessary, and have those things at the ready inside the pack. I have a Leatherman tool, multi-tool. This is a pair of like calf length pantyhose. I have a couple uses for those. One is to potentially put wear underneath the blister-proof socks to help as another layer of protection for my feet, or potentially filter out any type of impure water, any type of thing like that. Very lightweight, they don't weigh very much, and I just like to have that extra protection. This is a figure 9 carabiner. This is a really neat tool. I like it because you don't have to know how to create all kinds of knots or anything. This works pretty well. If your fingers are really freezing and you can't make a knot, this certainly would help. I have a glow stick. I've got different size zip ties, a traditional Mylar blanket, coffee filter, again for filtering out water. I could use that as a mask over my mouth in a pinch if necessary. I have a roll, not a roll, but a pretty good, I think 25 feet of duct tape. I have hot hands. I have basically the mega warmers for your hands. These are also very good. The intent here obviously is to add some level of warmth. I could throw that into my sleeping bag and try to generate some heat maybe down at my feet. Inside of here is a first aid kit. I'm not going to go into the details of this. It's an individual first aid kit. Lots of, I'll highlight it real quick, rubber gloves, tissues to be used for toilet paper potentially. I have wipes, I've got crazy glue, I have, this is like Carmex earplugs, I have different types of tape for your feet or to make bandages. I have basic bandages, I've got anti-blister cream, I have all kinds of swabs and things like that. So this is a very personal thing. I mean, everyone's is different, but this is what I choose to carry. I think this is 50 yards, 50 feet of paracord. I can't remember exactly what that is. I'd have to double check. But I have paracord for stringing something across to help set up shelter. I have lights. I have this is from Amazon. It's just a LED light with 3 extra batteries. I have a Petzl Tika Plus headlamp with 4 batteries. I believe it takes 2, so that's plenty of juice. It's got signaling, and it's a very good headlamp. I like it very much. And then I've got power gel. I've got some energy shot. I've got a lemon pound cake and a pemmican bar as food supply. Probably don't need these really in emergency, but if you're sitting around waiting for somebody and you hadn't had lunch or hadn't had dinner, it's just a good pick-me-up, get that energy boost going. It all fits inside of a 25-liter backpack that I have. So this entire system weighs 17 pounds. Most of that is from the water, and the pemmican bar, believe it or not, is almost 4 ounces by itself. So that's my setup. This is what I have in my car. It works for me. I know there's some things I could do better or have better equipment, but at this point this is what I can afford to tie into just having something in my car. I have other bug out bags. I have other things that would be for my home use, but this is what I choose to keep with me. So again, this is not a bug out bag. This is something that would be used in case of an emergency. If I got stuck on the side of the road, if I needed to get out of the car and walk home, I certainly could do so with the items here and feel pretty comfortable that I'd be able to make it anywhere underneath 30 miles or so. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you've got any suggestions or comments, please put them down below, and have a great day.